I just finished working out, lifting some weights. I'm gonna go swim. I didn't go swimming this morning. I slept so good last night. Oh my God. I wanted to get up 6 o'clock to go on the beach. And I look, it was 8 o'clock. Woo! Right, oh, thank you for joining me to Man Talk, gentlemen. Man, let me tell you, hey, it's a good thing. I've been in the habit of preparing what I have to do the day before, the night before. So I got up, got dressed, everything out the house, 15 minutes. Anyway, I'm going to wake up. Anyhow, today, we were working on changing a rusted part of a roof of a Honda. And an epiphany hit me. Something hit me that I had to share with you, gentlemen. Some Lao Tzu said that it takes genius to see a loaf of bread and a kernel of wheat. I'll say it again because that was so profound when I read it. It takes genius to see a loaf of bread and a kernel of wheat. And because I always used to say that, how did people know you could turn wheat into bread? But anyway, Lao Tzu explained it for me. Now, my point what I'm making is, excuse me, I'm drinking my shake. No, I don't eat when I go in the water, so I gotta make a little smoothie. While we were trying to take the part off the car, it's riveting on. In Japan they have robots that rivet the pieces of the car together. And my mind went on the history of robotics because I was a big fan of robotics. The gentleman who introduced robotics to, I can't remember his name. He introduced robotics to the American car manufacturing industry, and they turned them down. This was the time when the Japanese were trying to keep up in America, and they couldn't. But they saw an opportunity with robotics that the Americans didn't. And they decided that they were going to use that man's work. And the rest is history. Now, the whole world is using robotics to make cars. But my point is, gentlemen, you've got to keep your eyes open for opportunities and future trends that don't appear on the surface. Because who would have thought robots could have helped make cars? Who would have thought? From the day cars started being made until the Japanese started employing robots. Who would have thought? Gentlemen, the next big thing might be sitting right on your nose. It might be sitting right on your nose. And what it would be? Something that's so far-fetched, it seems unbelievable, crazy. It seems like you're out of your mind. Oh, you may need to be in the bouncing castle for a couple of years. Gentlemen, my teacher used to say, opportunity comes disguised as work. Opportunity is there, gentlemen. Opportunity is there. It's right in front of you. Right on your nose. So, I hate to say think out the box, because I hate when people say that. Think out the box. No, you should be thinking in the box. Forgive the pun. It was intended. Allow yourself to think out the box, gentlemen. Like, let that be a default setting. Like, this seems so crazy it might work. Let that be a default setting. This seems so crazy it just might work. Because anything that sounds like no one else would do it, or you get put in a bouncing castle for doing it, gentlemen, hop on it. Hop on it. Da Vinci invented the first car when? In the 1500s. The first helicopter in the 1500s. Now, granted, the technology didn't catch up with the genius's mind, but the point was, he thought the idea came to him, he worked on it. And he made the first parachute, according to legend. Whatever the case may be. Gentlemen, the technology is here. Now, unless you're doing time traveling, like, or beaming people up and putting them someplace else. Now, that's different. But everything else is here. The technology is here. For you to see what everyone overlooked, and you take it up and put it to use. And you write history. You write history, gentlemen. Well, anyway, I'm almost to the beach. I gotta turn off this phone and hide it, because you know the sticker boys never take a day off. Anyway, gentlemen, thank you for joining me on this Man Talk. Don't forget, if it seems too crazy or too far-fetched, gentlemen, that's the universe tapping you on the shoulder and saying, buddy, there it is. There it is. There it is. Remember now, Lao Tzu is what, 6,000 years old, and he said it. It takes genius to see a loaf of bread and a kernel of wheat. All right, gentlemen, get in the kitchen and start baking.